What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Take It Slow here, aka Angry Porto, aka Clancy, aka Too Many Goddamn Nicknames. We are back with another episode of the Vampyr playthrough we've been working on. So, if you guys remember, Strickland is doing some sort of experimental research that is not quite kosher. And I have the choice to...
It's locked, all right.
To report him to Dr. Aykroyd, or to, actually, I really don't know what I can do here. It says, choose what to do about Thoreau Strickland. So I can either bring the medication to Thoreau, or report Thoreau to Aykroyd. I don't know what to do. Well, I can heal, Pippa's cold, I think.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
There we go.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
My pleasure.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, let's find Strickland, shall we? I think we're gonna go with, Strickland, just because... I guess why? Why should we? But suppose so long as I'm watching over his experiment, it should go fine.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Also, Aykroyd is an asshole, so...
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive, or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Good. Good.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay, put the medication in the doctor's office.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Where is that?
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Where's the
You always knew
Where's the
I was
medical
behind
cabinet?
The children, Ellen.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening.
You're fatigued. I can treat that.
Is there anything else that's bothering you?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here?
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl
Yes, we shall.
reads me like a book.
Alright, I'm guessing it's upstairs, but he really didn't tell me.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
We'll do it.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Okay. Let's go treat our friend out here.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing.
Please show me what you have.
Of course.
Alright, you got anything good? I've only got a couple showings. Alright.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive, and then
Alright, I gotta make my way upstairs. Oh, these are a bunch of dead bodies. That's no bueno. Do love. Milton Hooks, what have you been up to? Alright, we got a hint regarding Milton. Let's go check it out.
Circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Trying.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee.
No.
That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
You're going to stop this.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
Oh, Milton.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
None of those things you just said are excuses, motherfucker. Those are just bad shit that's happening.
Goodbye, Milton.
Or rather, they're all excuses. They're not justifications.
Good evening, Nurse.
Good evening.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
In your position, I would suggest a more elaborate defense. Cynicism will not save you.
This isn't cynicism, it's realism. You still need me, Dr. Reed, and you know it.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Don't worry, sir. We're going to take care of you.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
She's right to an extent. We sort of do need her. And Milton. Oh, we'll let that be for now. Let's go put this in the doctor's fridge. Here? No. Is it in here? Yes.
It's locked or... At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
That is Dr. Swansea. Guilty of okay. Dr. Brannigan. Man, there's just a whole bunch of scum and villainy going on here. Alright, looks like that's all that's going on in here. Can we clue Dr. Swansea on anything that's going on? There he is.
Do you need something, John?
I have met Lady Ashbury.
She's a fascinating woman, wouldn't you agree?
Is she the true reason you recruited me? To work on her condition and addiction for blood? A part of me is thinking I've been played.
Lady Ashbury is a cherished friend of mine. I would not betray her secrets without her consent. Come to the rescue of a damsel in distress. I ask nothing more.
The matter of Lady Ashbury's blackmailer.
Oh, I know too much about this matter already. I'm confident in trusting the interests and reputation of both the hospital and Our Lady into your able hands.
No pressure.
I have just...
Then ask her...
Okay, I can't really clue him in
We'll
on...
see each other...
on this blackmail scheme, or not even blackmail. What would you call it? Between Milton and Pippa. Extortion. There we go. Naughty naughties.
And you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Who are you talking to?
I cannot enter. It's locked.
Who are you talking to in there?
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Okay. We actually got a hint about someone. Where is he?
Sweet girl. Don't waste it.
I think it's this guy.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
How
So painful.
That's right. He doesn't want to talk.
I'm sure you...
Not really.
I see.
Yes, maybe.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
I have to go now, sir.
Interesting. Okay.
Don't waste your time with me.
Alright. Let's go check out these quests, shall we? Alright, let's try and do this. That, I believe, is up the street. Yes. Ooh, I don't know. I actually don't know if I can get there without following the main story, which is okay. We can do that too. Aluminium? Ha! Enter at your own risk. Alright, let's do it. Whitechapel. Alright, definitely some skulls hanging around. Asshole. This guy saw me. Did you guys see that? Ow. Jesus, what is this guy hitting me with? Ow. Okay. Guess I can't take a level 18 skull who can see me when I'm invisible? Alright. Where were we? Yeah, we get it. Level 18. Can't touch you. You're special. God damn it. I feel like I can take him, but I got pretty fucked up last time. Let's do this. Ow. Come on, you big fuck. Ow. Little shit. These tracking auto attacks are really annoying. I don't know if I've brought that up yet. I think I bring that up every fucking combat encounter. Okay. Oh, what's in here? Okay. I don't even know what's in here. Abandoned investment property. Can't loot that guy.
I cannot enter.
Where'd the rat go? Huh. Oh well, going upstairs. Be right there, buddy. Where'd our other friend go? Where did our fucking friend go? Leave this rat while we're here.
This thirst for blood.
What the fuck? We knocked a skull down here. Oh, never mind. I guess there's just a hole in the floor. Asshole. Alright, you're good now. You're good. You're good. Okay. What's up, man? How you doing?
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
Can't treat your cold, buddy. Sorry. Okay, well, I guess there's that little save this random guy quest. We'll take it. Aha, I see where we are now.
This is despicable.
Oh, it's not. Man, you could eat rats if you weren't a vampire. Be fine. Have some rat kebab. Alright. God damn it. I hate that, you know, sometimes it drops a quest you're working on. Like I was working on this. It should be right here. Oh boy. Guessing that this is the chapter building.
Better go home, sir. Die, vermin!
Jeez, where the fuck were you? Asshole. Didn't even see you standing there. Okay. I don't know if I can take all three of them. Maybe? Probably? Let's give it a try, shall we? Why not? What do we got better to do? We're just gonna have to take care of the soft ones first. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Not too shabby, are we? Ah, hear the baby. Okay. Let's try and reach Whitechapel, shall we? Although I guess we're in Whitechapel, but... It's the main quest thingy. Let's keep following it, shall we, since we're here?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh, I can sleep there. That's cool. Alright, let's try and level up a bit, shall we? Actually, I guess we're going to craft right now. Fatigue. Hold. Ooh, we can upgrade that further. Let's do it. Let's do it, shall we? Why not? Alright, I don't actually know if there's any other use for some of this stuff. So we'll probably end up recycling it, but I'm going to hang on to it for now. Okay, let's rest and evolve, shall we? Oh, I'm still nice and red in the face. Okay. I'm gonna have to look up these ultimates later. I don't quite know, like, if that's... That does 220 damage. Gives you 190 blood? Made of blood, so it costs that. It's hard to know. It's hard to know. Well, we said we were going to get all of our regular abilities, so we'll do that first. All right, let's rest for the night. Oh, let's see what's happened. The following night. I made it more stable. Okay.
This is despicable.
You're too hard on yourself, brother. Oh, see, yeah. Alright, so every night it looks like they respawn.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Leech spotted!
God damn it. That was annoying. I kind of just like dropped. You ain't killing me, bro. Ow. Rude. I just kind of... Ow. What's in here? Literally nothing. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to them later. Okay. This way, I guess. God damn it. Ah, so frustrating. Come on. So you have to like really sneak up on them, otherwise they'll turn around.
Thirst for blood.
Okay.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year. When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. Stay close, keep an eye on each other.
Nah. Oh shit, more. Come on, big boy. Oh, he's special. Wow. Rude. Death by 1,000 cuts. Okay. Huh. Who's locked out? Someone's yelling about being locked out, but I don't know who it is.
It's locked, all right.
That's funny. I'm trying to help, but I can't. Is it this door? Nope. Okay. Yeah, they're back there. Okay, we'll continue this way.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Yes, let us. Okay.
Stop it now, Albert! Stop it!
Oh.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
What did you do?
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Got a migraine.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
I think that just means it's where you live.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just failed me last nerve.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
So you should just kill your stepson?
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley,
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Man, everyone's fucking tired or fatigued and got a fucking headache.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. If she's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Where'd that guy go? There he is. Yo, Benny Palmer. Huh.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
A gun, alcohol.
Okay. All right. Learned a little bit about them. Oh, hey, it's this guy.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say, a live tenant's a paying tenant.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
Take this as my final warning. You will not profit from the misery of others. Business is one thing, but what you do is quite another.
Really? What you gonna do? You ain't from here. You ain't Whitechapel, Doctor. You wouldn't know the first thing about playing dirty, even if you wanted to.
We'll see about that. This gentleman may be my next one.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
What is your business, exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
In other words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
Agreed, but not what you're doing.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
I'm no saint, but to take advantage as you do, you are a despicable man who could only prosper in these dark times.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, save lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamber's shit.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane. She's a nurse. What can you tell me about her?
Dorothy Crane, bless her soul. I really should thank her someday.
Has she treated you?
No. When I need a checkup, I'd go to a bloody doctor, not some back alley clinic full of sick foreigners.
Jesus.
Tell me truthfully, why are you so thankful?
By keeping my tenants alive, she's making me a rich man. Every month they live, it's more coin in my pocket.
All right.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Okay, I'm pretty sure Cadigan Bates is gonna be nom-nom time.
Goodbye, Mr.
Pretty
Bates.
soon, but we'll let the story play out a little more. All right, here we are.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now, goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
Oh.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
There's nobody here.
Okay. Investigate Darius Petrus's actions. How exactly do I do that? Back here, maybe?
It's locked.
Here we go. Eavesdropping. That's what it's called.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
It's locked or
Interesting.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Soon. Plenty of unknowns down here.
You know the game, you pay for peace of mind.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
That's her prerogative, asshole.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Sounds about right. Alright, let's see what you got.
Then. Show me what you have.
Okay. Alright, you got a little bit of everything. Cool. Okay. Who's this guy right here? Joe Peterson.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
What's up, Jason Statham?
I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Shh, grumpy pants.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Long ago. Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Let's talk to Lewis about that, shall we? They used to be biffles.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
It's never easy to find a new path in life, especially after the loss of a loved one. But crime is certainly not the best option.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against the Wet Boot Boy.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Okay. Well, those aren't really who I'm looking for, but that's okay. Alright, we're actually probably going to stop it there. We're rolling on about an hour. Yes, this has been Take It Slow, Angry Porto, Clancy, too many nicknames. You guys know the drill by now. You guys have been watching my Vampyr playthrough. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Take It Slow.